Hello, hello, and welcome to the Greatest Love of All podcast. And today we are going to talk about something I am quite certain you have felt before, that feeling inside you that you are feeling maybe fear creeping in, and it could be in any situation in life, from just being in doubt whether what you are doing is the right thing, whether it is being just genuinely afraid that, your health is not good, whatever the reason, really, there is a way to deal with that. And I am super thrilled that today Ingvar and I will talk to you about that and how to tune in. And at the very end, we have a little surprise. So keep on watching, as there is a little exercise at the end that I think you may like. So, Ingvar, what do you say about fear? Because I know you have very firm opinions about it.
uh,
In a good
about
way.
the fear.
Yes.
So we as a people we used to have a fear is and this is quite normal that fear will appear in a different situation. Uh, Depends, of course. Maybe if we have some decisions, yes, or
Mm,
we have to change something. So then the fear can appear, and
mm,
because we are thinking what this decision will give us, and then we are try to thinking our mind, our ego, it start to thinking if this will be a good decision or bad decision. So for those people who are mostly the mind is a chief,
mm.
yes, in their life. So because it used to be that it's like in marriage that we have a heart and we have a mind, and someone is
Someone
a
has to be
chief.
one or another, right?
Yes, who is the chief?
Mm,
So and used to be that chief. It's in the mind. So the chief have a right to make a decision. So and of course, as I said before, that ego, which is represented by our mind and our subconsciousness. So ego believes in himself so strongly that his decisions are the most important. So ego wants to be achieve, want to be
mm,
do or create our life by themselves. Uh, of course, to not together with our heart, because this is the ego who feels that uh, have to compete with the
mm.
heart. But what?
Can I just interject very, very quickly? Because now when I'm thinking about fear, all right, and if we go way, way back, the primal
Yes,
kind of level of fear, that actually served a really important purpose, and that's to save our lives. Because ultimately, when we felt fear, we knew we had to take action that would remove us out of the dangerous situation, and therefore place us in the area of safety, right? But I
right.
feel that as the civilization progressed and we were introduced to all the modern worries, that
Hmm.
fear was replaced by something completely artificial and unnecessary, because we often can be afraid about things that actually don't endanger us. They don't put us in the place of life or death situation, right? We're not attacked by a lion every day, yet the body response is exactly the same. But it's something else that brings that fear in, and as you say, it's the ego that places us in that state. But we need to recognize how it's really not serving anything in our body. Like, there is no need for that, right? So how do we deal with that? Because it's such a strong response to something potentially that doesn't really warrant that.
I'm always saying that you should stay in your heart. There where is your center. There where is your life stream, and so there where is your source. So your source is here for you. Of course, it doesn't mean that it is only here, but this is the best place for you to recognize the source here. This is the meeting point, I think. So, and that's why it is so important for us to turn our attention here, because we have information from this field, and also, of course, given by our intuition, so we can receive this information. And if you have a fear, and this fear, it is not comes from your intuition, because it can come from intuition, just as you said, that intuition is telling us that something wrong will happen. And then if we feel this very deeply there, so this will be the information from intuition. And then I think it is right to listen, but to check what kind of fear we have. It is, as I said, it is because we have to make a decision, and maybe some part of us is afraid of this new situation in our life. So that's why, of course, it can be part of our settings, because maybe we raised up with the fear. For example, in the family can be the situation that always children felt fear, because the mother or father, they make them to feel the fear or something like this. So it can be many situations in our life which can bring the fear to our feelings. So what you can do when you have this afraid from, for example, when you feel this afraid that you have to achieve something, so you have to make a decision. So when you put your attention to your heart, and of course we can feel also that we have a squeezed stomach.
Yes, you can feel it in your tummy, right? Like it's very pronounced in there.
Yes. So of course, it is also can be that we have feel that some pressure on the head.
And would you say that prolonged feeling like that actually leads to depression in many cases, right? It's like if you continually go with that kind of tension here and in your stomach, it's like that will eventually turn into depression, right? Like,
yes.
Would you say that?
Yeah. Yes. So you see, when you feel, and this will not let you to make a decision, because you are afraid of this. So when you go deeper in your heart, because maybe on this place here, not deeper, but on the side of the chest, you can also feel the fear because of your plexus solaris, because of the creation of the fear. So it can be blocked by the plexus solaris. So, but if you go more deeper, and there you start to, of course, you can breathe slowly. There are some techniques also, but I think also you can also say to yourself that you love yourself. And then you go deeper, and this what you start to feel. And of course you wait for the answer from your heart. You can ask for the answer, and of course you can ask for the help from your heart. And
you know, there was one thing you said to me that was really powerful once, because I remember once I went through a darker period of time in my life
Mhm.
and I felt that heaviness. I felt exactly what you are describing now, where it's like, you know, it sits here, it sits in your tummy, it squeezes on your head. And I remember you said to me, never to forget that I have a choice, because actually I let those emotions sit in
Right.
there. I let them stay in there. And actually, I have a choice not to. And this has been transformational for me. And I think many people don't agree with this when we talk about especially depression. And I started to look at it as a choice, even though it may be happening on such a subconscious level, on such a layer that you don't actually see that choice being made. But the moment you start listening here and feeling here, you recognize that actually you are making a choice, because you have a power to create and change and shift those energies within you. And it starts with recognizing that you are in charge. And to me, that was such transformational moment, and I hope it will be to you, our lovely viewer or listener, too. It's like, don't forget that you are in charge, and all of those things
Right.
that you are now describing, Ingvar, is essentially you being able to stay in control, right?
Mostly, because the people are thinking that this fear, it is something bigger than them, of course.
And it comes from
It's
somewhere
called,
else too,
yes,
right? Yes.
and it's covered. This is a kind of entity or something like, I don't know what, but they imagine many, many things. But this is something which is come from them. So if it's come from them, so they should start to think that I'm able to shift this energy, that I'm able to uh, create the energy which are helpful for me. So it is that harmful, I mean that this sense of good feeling in your heart, I mean love, which you actually are. So when you start to feel this, that everything will calm down.
Yeah.
And from this feeling, when you go deeper, you will start to feel better and better and better. And that is your real position. That is your real ground. So here, and when you go from this will start to grow and will be bigger and bigger and bigger. And when you will say to yourself that you love yourself, and when you have this feeling that you love yourself, and of course you can start to feel here, but but you still feel the fear here and fear here, or something which is belongs to the fear. Of course, when you have this heart and you open, or if it's not open yet, so you can make the decision that you will open your heart. So you will open your heart, and then you will start to spread your love. So you will start to spread your love with kind of a fog of your love, or field of your love. So you will start to send this love to your plexus solaris or your head. And of course, you will say that you love your head, you love your plexus solaris, and those fears are disappear. You will
Yeah.
say that those fears are disappear. And instead of this, you will feel love, because you are the love. So then, when you start to saying like this, so of course your subconsciousness it's listening you. But before, when you didn't do it, so they have your subconsciousness just realized what she was taught before, maybe from your family, maybe from some other sources. They have this pattern. So you are changing your pattern. And then you can of course, you can spread your love from your heart on your body, on your plexus solaris, and you will feel this, that something is changing. Of course, you can feel more down that this fear is going to your leg or this sacral chakra also. So also you are spreading your love lower. And of course, if you feel that something is here, you have this tension, so you can also spread your love here. So you see, here is your center. Here is your center. So when you're spreading here, and this is, it start to work on your head, on your mind, and then the mind is calmed down. And after a while, you start to feel different. You start to feel calm. You start to feel safe because you are grounded, but grounded by your heart. This is the real ground, in my opinion, of course, because many people will say, oh, we have this root chakra. Yes, that's right. But we are grounding in our source. That's our source.
Right.
This is the beginning. So the beginning from we are start to live the heart, our heart. Because even when the child is growing in the woman's womb. So then the heart, it is the scientists, they are saying that the heart is the first, which is start to beating. So you see, so the heart is the most important for us, and so that's why we have to every our decision, every our thoughts, we should compare what we feel here about this. So, so this, if you just do the simple exercise, of course, that you can start to open your heart and you're saying yourself that you are loving yourself and uh, you you are let yourself to love yourself, of course, because sometimes people are not allow yourself to love
Well,
yourself.
yeah,
So
that's very true because it's that giving yourself permission to do certain things sometimes actually doesn't happen that easily, right?
yes, so you see, if you do this, so then suddenly you start to feel better and you start to feel love that something is appear. For those who are not don't know what the love is, so they can. It's there are some people there are so they can start to think, for example, how they want, yes, how they want that someone will love them.
Hmm.
And they find out that they have this feeling. So maybe they start to do from this point of view. Or maybe the another, it can be that they start to think how much they love their children. So then the love is appearing then. And then they can put together with their children themselves. And then it will be easier to see that I can be loved also by myself. So you see, so that's why it is a kind of way to start to feel the love for yourself, because we are our parents mostly they don't teach us to love ourselves. They teach us to love someone else, of course, but not to love yourself, because people are saying if you are loving yourself, you are selfish. But I think this is not true, because when you are love yourself, you start to feel more, and you start to understand more, of course.
But it's kind
And
of like with the mask in the plane, right? If you don't put yours first, how can you help others, right? So it's the same
Mhm.
thing. You've got to learn to love yourself before you can love others
Right,
too, right?
right. And in my opinion, that those people who are selfish, they are not loving themselves, because they want something from another, that someone should serve them, and everything they are bringing to themselves, because they have no love in them. So they are picking the energy, they're picking the things, and they want to pick so much because they have deeply the hole that they can't feel this love. So that's why they start to pick so much, that to cover this hole, and then maybe they will feel safer. But if you love yourself, you are not empty. You feel that you are rich. And of course, on the beginning, maybe it is not that you feel rich, but you feel that there is something, there is some warmth, there is some good feeling, there is the love, which is, uh, you know, spreading on in your body, and then you feel better. And then you start to feel such good that you are not afraid. So this is the beginning of everything, I think, in human life here. So we have to start from the heart. So of course, I have prepared the meditation also for today. So if you want, I can lead the meditation, and this meditation, it's called the heart of the uh, open rose meditation. But the rose symbolize the heart, of course. And in my meditation, this rose is white. But
Okay.
of course, if you like, you can have another color if you want, of course. And if you don't like the roses, because some people will say, "Oh, roses have this needles."
Thorns. Yes,
Yes.
thorns. Yeah.
So you no, I don't mean this way. The rose, this is the very important symbol. So
We will go
and
with a
this is
genetically modified rose that doesn't have thorns. So, how about that? Okay.
yes,
Imagine it's a rose without thorns, and there are
yes,
those out there already.
but it can be also that this rose, it is your rose without this horns. Yeah. So you see. So it is your. So uh, and of course we imagine that here is the center of this rose. Here, the chest is the center. That here are the petals here
Okay.
around.
Okay. Got it. So it's
And
a big rose. Yeah.
yes, this is a big rose. Yes. And
Okay.
of course, if you turn your head uh, behind you, so you will see that there is a lot of petals behind.
Okay. Okay. Lots of petals.
So, uh, and this is infinite. So
Infinite.
when you,
Yes.
yes, when you go in inside, so you will go, because we will go to this
Mm.
flower, to this rose, to the center of this rose, and there will be kind of universe. Of course, it can be a chamber if you want. This is what you want, it will be there, of course. So, and this is also important that if you follow me, so then I will also say that we have to turn our attention, that we have to watch what is inside there.
Okay.
If some thinking, we start to think about our work or something else, so we start to, then we have to realize that, okay, I have to put my attention again here.
Yes. So kind
Okay?
of a little reminder, keep checking where your head is
Yes.
at and make sure it's keeping in here. So any
Yes.
tips? Okay, so getting comfortable, sitting down, good, lying down, what is the best thing to do? Obviously we are going to sit down. I'm not going to lie down, but
You can sit down or you can lay, of course, but if you lay, maybe you fell asleep. So maybe,
yes.
uh, but you can choose what you want, of course.
Okay, so
Yes.
just be
So,
comfortable. All right, so we're
yes,
going
be
with it.
comfortable. So we know that here we have this flower, this rose. Here is the center of the rose, and here are the petals around, and then we put the hands on the front, and between we can imagine that we have ourselves between our hands here.
Okay.
So, and we are imagine that we have our picture. We are about 2 or 3 inches, and we are here. And then it is a time to wish. So today, my wish is that I want love myself. I want open my heart for myself and to feel my love for me. So then I have this wish, and then I I grab myself and start to putting myself to my heart. And then for some people, they will go into at once. So you can just walk in, you can flow in, or just you can jump in. But if you are feel that you are standing there and there's some stuck, because for some people they are afraid of go more deeper in the heart, so they are waiting. And in the life, people who have a friend, and if they have a good friend and they know that something is good for us, they are helping us. And for example, if we have no courage to, for example, to go somewhere, and this friend will say to us, "Go there, go do this, go this," or and sometimes this friend is pushing us, so it's helping us to make the decision. So we can imagine that we have this friend, and this friend is pushing us. Oh, and usually it helps. So then we go more deeper in our heart, and then we can swim, we can jump, we can walk, and in this chamber or in this universe, and we have to turn our attention inside, and we have hands like that, and we are watching what is inside. Of course, we are remember about our wish, and today my wish, it is that I want to feel love myself. I want to open my heart. And I'm watching, I'm observing, and I'm also observing my sensation on my body, or in my body. What there is appear. Of course, We don't have to force ourselves. We can also take these petals and cover ourselves. So we can take these petals from the down and cover from the side and cover here, and also from the hand. Maybe if you do this, you will feel safer. It can appear some pictures, can appear some colors or feelings, or it can be that is you can see nothing too. But often it's appearing a story, an adventure sometimes. And look at yourself there. And some people feel stuck, that something it's not happening. It's nothing happening. So then they can wish once again, and that this stock will disappear. This blockage, it's disappearing. So this is the wishing. So the energy is listening you. Oh. And usually the stock is disappearing and you start to feel more and you start to see more. And you hold your hand like that. And your attention is inside. You observe yourself. And then you start to feel that you are more connected with yourself, more connected with your body. And we do this until we feel that sense of feeling our hands is disappear. So we start to feel that there is no hands. Don't feel the hands. So this means that this from inside, this energy, this awareness from your heart, it's flowing out. And of course, it can be even more that we feel that we are disappearing. And of course, we are feel comfortable. we can open our eyes, and this of course it will be working still, but we can turn our attention to here. So how you feel now?
Yeah, really relaxed, strangely relaxed. And I had the sensation of almost like, energy emanating from me. I
Mm-hmm.
just felt like,
Mm-hmm.
I could feel it throughout. And that was really nice. It was really nice feeling. It was
Mm-hmm.
really relaxing, and it's kind of coming back. It's almost like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
you,
Mm-hmm.
you are, coming from a different space in general.
Right.
Yeah, it's very good.
Do you feel brighter?
Yes, definitely. Brighter,
Mm-hmm.
lighter in general, kind of,
Mm-hmm.
all the worries disappear. It's like throughout, there was a moment where I almost felt shoulder dropping. And
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like, that unnecessary weight was just disappeared.
Disappeared. Yes.
Yeah.
So you see, of course, for some people, it can happen that they will feel nothing. But if they feel nothing,
Mm.
so they will have to do once again.
Yeah.
So, for example, now we finish this, so at once we do once again.
Yeah.
So, and the second time, they used to start to feel. But of course, they can exist some very hard examples that,
Very resistant examples.
yes, of course. And I
Yeah.
remember on my workshop, there was one man who couldn't see anything because we used to do this. We were sitting in a circle, of course, but first we did this for ourselves, like just we did. And we did this twice or something like that. And after we were sitting in a circle, and there was a one person in a circle in the middle, and we took this person to our heart, and then there was the one intention that for this person that mostly that was that we wish that this person will feel this love for himself, and then after, when we finished, we were sharing our this what we could see and
Mm.
what we could feel, and people are they were telling a different uh, different things because everyone have a different point of view, but those things, when, for example, if you will be there, for example, you will say, "Oh, I could see the orange energy," and this another person said, "Yes, I saw the orange energy too." So you are two person who could see the same pattern, the same energy. And then sometimes the third person say, "Oh yes, I could see the orange energy too." So it was because it was this person who needs this orange energy, for example, yes, and or sign, for example, could be a car, could be a traveling, for example, and those people could see that someone is traveling. This person could see that this person in the middle, yes, was traveling, and this also could see that is traveling. So that was a kind of prediction also for this man, what will happen in the
That's
future.
interesting.
So, so you see, uh, you are awaking as seeing also. You are this inner seeing and inner feeling. So it is not only about to open your heart.
No, it's almost you're opening another sense within you, right?
Yes, right.
It's yes.
And of course, you can do this twice again, or you can do this 3 times a day. Or it's depend
Yeah.
of you, of course.
And it's only a few minutes. And by the way, when I close my eyes, eventually I could see pink energy like this. There was like
Hmm.
lots of pink like that one on my in my
Pink.
background.
What
Yeah.
means pink energy?
I don't know, you tell me.
The pink energy. It is color of heart chakra. This is
Oh,
color of love. So the heart chakra have a two kind of energies. It's a
okay.
green and the pink.
Okay. Well, there you go. I have reached the heart then.
Yes, you have.
That's brilliant.
You feel
So
this.
yeah,
So you
I
see, you
definitely
you
do.
are very relaxed now.
Yeah, I really am. Honestly, yeah, it's been a very
So
relaxing
it's very
experience.
pleasure,
Mm.
right?
Yeah, it really is. It's kind of like you operate from a different space entirely because you kind of give your head a rest and you start thinking through your heart. It's kind of like that. I guess that's the best because it's like the head is not involved.
Yes. So
Yeah,
now, if you can answer me, what do you feel about your life, about your duties? What you
I'm in
have to,
charge. That's what
what
I feel. I'm in charge.
in
I
charge,
create. I
create.
create what I want. Yes.
But now, do you feel when you are feel, not think, what you
Mm.
feel when you start to do when we finish this podcast today?
Mm. Yeah. It's joy, just pure joy. It's just lightness and joy. Like there is nothing that's a duty. It's just joy.
Yeah, so you have to, you start from this feeling. Yes, of course, you were thinking about the duties, but the duties are, you see, have the different energies, right? So, so you see, so you have to stay with this, oh,
Mm.
like that. You see?
Yeah.
So you have,
I love it when you use your spiritual goggles and look at me.
yeah, so you have the answer on your face.
Yes. No, that's true. Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, that's a very happy meditation. I think, Ingvar, that you need to prepare more meditations for us. And I was actually just as I was meditating, one thing that came to my mind, but I'm not sure that that's the right way to say it because I don't think it came to my mind. It just came to my attention. Let's just put it that way. Was the fact that a meditation like that can have a profound impact on how we could use it to heal ourselves, and that's from not just a general healing, because sometimes, like, actually no, all the time in modern world we rely on going outside of ourselves to find the healing, right? We are used to going to a doctor, who will give you medication, you will take it, it's external thing you take and you are better. But I actually think that
And
in
more, then he's responsible for your healing.
exactly and
And
but
when he is not managed, we have such, oh, it is not right person or something like that.
bad
Yes?
doctor.
Yeah.
Yes,
So we
yes,
are forgetting that we have this ability,
exactly.
right,
Exactly. That's
to heal
exactly it.
ourselves.
That's exactly what I felt. I felt like this is honestly a way to find not just ability to remove fear and bring love. It is a powerful ability to honestly find the way to heal yourself from various different things. And I think that this is such an understated method of finding feeling better in general.
And now, just, as you feel now. So now you feel this energy. Yes, you feel that this different energy from your
Yeah.
previous life, and of course, because people we used to have a uh, we different life here when we are meditating, and we have this happy life, and then we go to our job, and then it starts. Then, so we are choosing this another energy, and we are forgetting this what we are feeling now. So you see, when you have this pattern here, when you feel this energy and you go to your life with this, see, with this pattern.
Different, yeah. It's like that's the thing. It doesn't have to be two separate lives. It's one the same. You just need to find a way to bring it into your consciousness, into your reality as it is, right? And make it your reality, because ultimately you are in charge. So I think, Ingvar, moving forward, we need more meditations. I hope that you will agree. And if yes, let us know in the comments that you would like to see more medications. It is like magic meditation and medication all in one. So 3 in 1. Medication. Let's call it a medication.
Meditation.
Meditation, but it's magic, meditation, and medication. So, but look at this
Spiritual
meditation,
medication
but
from your
medication and
source.
meditation, such similar words,
Yeah.
such similar words, you see. So maybe there is something in it. So thank you so much for watching us today. Come back to us next week when we will have another wonderful episode helping you find balanced and happy life, because that's all we deserve, right?
So we see again, and please subscribe our channel.